Okay, YouTube, here we are. This is definitely a last minute decision to do a video. I'm gonna do Sloppy Stanleys again, but we already have the Sloppy Stanley mix, made. We made that in one of the last videos. So I'm going to show you how you can soup them up. You already got the mix made, the meat or whatever you want to call it, the hamburger and the seasonings and all that. And you want to make yourself something to eat, and you want to have it maybe a little souped up, different than it was the night before. So this is how I would, exactly what I'm going to do right now is make these different, so that they're delicious for tonight, with different sort of things you can add and stuff like that, but without the hassle of having to cook the Sloppy Stanley. You already got it made, so now you can kind of do different things with it. So, anyways, let me get some stuff situated here. This pan I have here, I don't know if you can see on camera, it's a little dirty. I already cooked I cooked an omelet in that earlier, and it's got a little bit of melted butter in the bottom. There's nothing wrong with that, so we'll use that to warm up the Sloppy Stanleys. These are kind of things you can do. Some people are clean freaks, or there's our Sloppy Stanleys. Look at those. You guys seen the video on that. I can't remember how long it was, a day or two ago, but I got a lot left. I mean, I'm just one person here. What am I going to do with all these? So anyways, again, the thing with the Sloppy Stanleys is less is more. So to go through a big quantity like that, even I'm gonna make 2 sandwiches right now. They're not gonna be huge, but 2 small sandwiches. And I don't think I'll need, that's, honest to God, that's probably too much. So you see, you don't really use much. Don't get me wrong. You want to load it up, you can load it up, but it's not gonna be. It just isn't what you want. You don't want to load it up. Anyway, here we are. We'll get this thing going. So pretty much, I should have hit the fire on already. Pretty much all this pan we're using for is to warm it up. You could do it in the microwave. If you want it, you can warm it up however you want it. I got the pan on the stove. It was already there from the omelet. So I said, well, I'll throw it in the pan and warm it up. And warming up that way is always the more natural, the better way. So how are we going to soup these up? How could you soup up a Sloppy Stanley or a Sloppy Joe? I'm going to show you that right now. And this occurs quickly. Just warming this up. by rights, you don't, I mean, I shouldn't say you don't have to warm it up, but it'd be better if you could warm it up. But if you absolutely couldn't warm it up, if you're in a situation where you just had to start from cold, then I guess that would be alright. But I like to start with it warm. Anyways, that's getting there, you know, it's, so throw that on the other skillet, or the other burner, rather. Now I got my old cast iron beauty. I kind of get a feeling that this pan is getting like a little reputation with my fans. I think it's definitely a fan favorite. I know it's my favorite. One of my favorites. My all-time favorite pan. You guys, it's what I cook most of my stuff in. Let me go. Where can I find this? The start of the show. This thing here. How many times have you guys seen this pan? This thing is an old warhorse. I don't even see a brand or nothing on it. But this thing has been through hell and back. It's dented and it's not perfectly round, scratched. But boy, the things I've cooked on this. But this is this cast iron pan. I fully restored this. This was all rusted and things when I got it, and what a great pan. You could cook eggs, anything, hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks. You guys have seen me do a million things in there. But this pan takes the cake. This pan takes the cake. I got all kinds of pans. I have a little, I like all my pans. Anyways, here we go. Souped up Stanleys. So, this is how I would do it. I don't have any hamburger buns. And this is what you would want to use for a souped up Stanley anyways, is bread. This is just like Freihofer's Italian bread. So, you guys probably noticed I threw my butter dish down in between the burners here just to get some of that residual heat. Make it easier to spread. So this is my idea on a souped up sloppy Joe or a sloppy Stanley. Get a little bit of butter. Spread that. Now this, I've had this cast iron heating right up. It's actually, you can see it's smoking. So we'll actually have to go quick. A little more butter. And then I got, these are hot cherry peppers. You guys have seen the ones I cut up. But I also have these that are already cut. So for simplicity purposes, these are Cento brand. They're all good. For simplicity purposes, I'm going to do the pre-cut ones. But you still got to check them, because the pre-cut ones will still have a stem. So there you see we got a little sizzle. This is just plain old American cheese. And a little single. Throw that down. And I got these cherry peppers. Not a lot. I mean, you could put a lot, but if you put too many, it's going to be really, really hot. Okay. Now we got this pre-warmed Joe mix. Again, less is more. You dab it on, you're going to have a mess. Just cover the peppers, cover the cheese. Little thin layer. We're not trying to break any records here or anything like that. Okay? I would say that's just about perfect. Maybe a little more right in the middle there. Beautiful. Alright. Now, blue cheese, crumbly blue cheese, in a little container. I don't know. Yeah, use a fork, whatever. Got a little sloppy Joe on it, big deal. Put that over the sloppy Joe mix. Okay. Then you want your other piece butter side up, like you're making a grilled cheese. Right down. Alright. I'll make another one along with the video. Like I need 2 sandwiches. I don't, but I probably won't eat them both. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. Again, butter. Make it a mess here. Butter, cheese, peppers. See, that one's got a stem. You don't want no stems. That's got a stem. See, you do still have to kind of, I'll just pull that stem right off. But don't just put it on there. That's got a stem, even though you can't see it. But that's enough for what I, you know, you're not, I mean, you could go as nuts as you want. But, too many hot peppers and make it too hot. You know, you want to enjoy it. You just want some bite there. So we'll take the remainder of our sloppy Joe mix that we've already kind of preheated. Sloppy Stanley mix, whatever you want to call it. I call it Sloppy Stanley's because my grandfather showed me how to make these. And you guessed it, my grandfather's name was Stanley. He was a butcher, a pilot. He flew private, you know, private pilot's license. He was a fisherman, was a boater. But above all, whoa, I just licked something that was hot. Damn. Wow. Oof. I hope that wasn't the cherry peppers. They're that hot. Wow. But above all, he was a Sloppy Stanley chef. Made the best sloppy joes you ever had in your whole life. That's a fact. So again, put some crumbly blue down. Finish the bread with some little bit of butter. Butter side up. And basically at this point you're kind of doing a grilled cheese. You know, you're just getting the bottom of the bread toasted and flipping it over, toast the other side. Then you eat them. I'm only at 14 minutes, so that's good. This is a short one. Hopefully we can get these things going. This one should be almost sort of toasted. Oh yeah. I'll just flip it, squash it. And you could kind of see, I don't know if you can see on video, but you can see how much that compressed. Some of the sloppy joe spilled out, but not a lot. that's kind of what you want, though. Kind of a panini, you know, the panini shrink down. Basically, you're making a complicated grilled cheese with blue cheese, crumbly blue cheese rather, American cheese, and some sloppy Joe and some hot peppers mixed in the middle. And let me tell you something. That's a souped up Stanley. If I ever heard of one. Let's see how this one's doing here. I got the heat cranked up a little bit, so. See, that's how not to flip it. That's alright, don't worry about that. See that sloppy Joe on the end? That's a good thing that happened. You know, this is real cooking here. That proves my point. That less is more. You know, you overstuff it, you make a mess when you're turning it. And you know, you're bound to have it fall out the end or whatever else. So, you know, like I said, it's not, the idea isn't to see how much meat and cheese you can get into it, but to do a decent amount of each, a respectable amount, but something that you can also manage when you're trying to turn it over. But don't get me, listen, that stuff that came out, you just throw it on the side of the plate or take a tortilla chip or something and eat that right up. It certainly won't go to waste, but it just proves my point that you don't want to go too crazy. So anyways, there they are, souped up Stanleys. I think they're probably definitely ready. I'll take my spatula sometimes and just cut it right in half. Right in the pan. Now this would be good if you wanted to, like, you could dunk it in sour cream. That would be a nice sort of a dipping thing you could do. But I'm going to just try it how it is. Thanks for watching. This is Souped Up Stanley's. And I'll see y'all at the airport. Stay away from everybody 6 feet. Stay happy, healthy, all that. Thanks for watching.